opening statement from Coach Caldwell following tonight's victory?
No, it's good to get 2 wins in a row. It's really nice when you can get something from everyone. It's fun to coach that way when everyone that gets off the bench produces, and that's fun, and that just makes our bench energy better, it makes practices better, it makes practice worthwhile for everyone. So we've had a long 7 days of straight practice with no game in sight, so I'm sure they were happy to play someone else, and it was good to get that one done with.
Coach, you go into halftime with a 30-point lead. I know you guys never really lost that intensity, though. What was the message to the girls?
Yeah, we were up 30, but I still didn't really love the way it was going. I didn't like our effort on the boards. Our goal was to out-rebound them by 15, and we didn't really come close to that. I think we were tied at halftime. We should have had more steals. Our half-court defense wasn't where it needed to be. And so our offense looked okay because we were hitting shots, and usually once we hit a couple shots, we settle into some things. But our defense was not where it needed to be, so we gave them a couple things to come out and work on, and they did it.
What's it mean for a D2 program to play a D1? I mean, there's a paycheck, sure, but what else do they get out of that?
Yeah, they get an experience. They get to travel, and it doesn't really count for them, so it's just kind of a building thing for them. And so kind of like the Florida game was for us, is, it's a good experience for our student athletes as it is for them.
Are you pretty impressed with how they were able to come out and play, given that you guys are coming off a pretty emotional win and then like a 9-day break?
Yeah, I am. I'm happy that we had this 2 home games back-to-back. That was really the only good part of our schedule this year. And so that was nice for us, and I think that they took that and kind of ran with it.
And kind of going off what you said earlier about getting the young girls in there, is that kind of promising too to help build your program, obviously?
Absolutely. We have so many great young ladies who come in every day and work their tails off. And I love it that they can get in, and they not just get in and get some junk minutes, that they can get in and they can actually produce, and they deserve every second of that.
And how have you seen like Peyton's game develop? She hit that 3 in the beginning, and she's a local kid. So.
No, she's huge for us, and she does so much more than just shots, right? She'll make things happen. She rarely gets scored on defense. She is a force to be reckoned with inside. You can't move her. I mean, she'll get posted up, and the post players will move before she does. She's on every 50-50 ball. She goes and rebounds on offense. So she's a true team player just because she does the little things that maybe don't show up on the stat sheet and people don't notice to praise her for, but like she's a coach's dream because she just goes out there and does all the dirty work all the time.
Kind of like what I asked for you, and now you guys go on the road until January 4th. I guess, are you kind of nervous about that, or?
Yeah, absolutely. We have not done well on the road. And so I want the team that has showed up here in the Cam Henderson Center to show up on the road. And so we just have to find ways to kind of play through that and get through that. And so incredibly nervous about how we're going to come out at Jacksonville. They're a great team. So it's not an easy one. And so it would be a huge win for us in our program to get that one. So we have to get back to work on Wednesday, and put some more good practices together.
How about Abby's? She gets a double-double, and the one gray hair moment, her behind-the-back passes. Sometimes coaches, but as it turns out, for us, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
You could see it developing. It's like, don't turn your head, and she just dumped it off, and I want to thank you, or don't do that again, or.
I think Abby knows there's a time and a place. I think she knows that. I think she knows that we had the momentum and we had a lead, and it was an appropriate time to make a risky pass. And I would hope that if the time and score was a little bit different, she would know not to do that.
Gotta ask, how about Roe?
Yeah, we're still going to keep that within our program.
Okay. And Aislinn playing like the player her reputation was coming out of high school.
Yeah, Aislinn had a year off. She didn't play last year. And so talk about rust. And so we knew it was only a matter of time before she put it together. And she was pretty frustrated with her first couple games. And we just had to tell her, hey, it's going to come. It's going to come. It takes a long time to get into the system, let alone you've had a year off. And so she's really taken off. She does a lot more than just score the ball. I mean, she's made some great passes tonight. She had 4 offensive rebounds, 7 rebounds total, a lot of steals. And so she's really starting to get in her stride, and that's big for our program.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.